Good morning. Happy Monday. Hello, everybody. It's a beautiful day.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't so come on, let's play. Forget the rush, you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Kick back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
Good morning. I see you, Rick. The music stopped here. Okay. Jesse, Ricky, Isabel, Suzanne, Julie Kiss. I saw Sally De La Rosa, Blue Jean. Good morning. Auntie Jean, hi. Hello, everybody from the frozen pea world. I hope you all are not as frozen as I am this morning. And yes. Let's get going. Let's get to our heart-brain coherence. Warm our bodies and warm our brains up. There you are, Sally. I don't know what happened yesterday either, but you weren't there at the afternoon tea and we missed you and Tony. Okay, so take a breath in. Take that pause to just love on yourself. Just tell yourself how amazing you are, how beautiful you are, and how much you love yourself. Let's do this every day. Just say, I love you. Hello, I love you. Can you tell me your name? Hello. Love your beautiful self. Breathing in deeply, breathing out deeply. And don't forget to smile. Marietta teaches us a smile is spirit magnifying incredible loving energy. And we just want to keep that energy flowing from our heart to our brain, back to our heart, and out to all of you. So just keep it flowing. Keep the love going this morning. It's snowing there, Sally. It snowed here yesterday. I think we're going to get some more today, but it's -3 degrees where I am this morning. Yeah, that's a minus. Thank God for electricity, and thank goodness that I'm in a warm place. That's all I got to say about that. I'm not wandering outside that door unless I absolutely have to. Oh, Pat Moss, good afternoon. Deirdre, hello. Oh my gosh, Julie, 17 below this Friday. Nope, I would not be looking forward to that either, Julie. And I'm praying that electricity stays on. I'm praying for everyone to be safe through all of that. Kathy Hand, good morning. You want some snow, Jesse? Come on out to Colorado. We got plenty of it for you. I think it snowed on and off all day yesterday, and it's going to snow again today. So, yeah, this girl is staying inside where she's warm and happy. Sally, I love you. Hello, I love you. I love that song. It's a silly song. Annie 7, good morning. And it's a whole 12 degrees. I'll trade you. We got -3, and it's going to get even colder if that's possible. You know, it's so funny. And I've been going through this now for over 2 years when I go in somewhere. And the people that live there say, oh, Teri, we never have this kind of weather. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. Angels, what the heck are you doing? Because seriously, it's been almost everywhere I've gone. I'm hearing we don't have this kind of weather. Well, you do now, and I'm here. So stop it. Just stop it. Auntie Jean says, Suzanne, thanks for the morning come to meeting call. Oh, I'm so glad that Suzanne did that and got you here. And Sally says, once I get to tell one of you, no, thank you. Yeah, it's everywhere I go. I guess it's an angel thing to make it a unique experience when TeriAngel rolls into town. So let's see what that blog was last night. I actually slept because I got nice and toasty warm, and I can't believe I even woke up to be on here with you all this morning, but I did roll out of that bed, and you can see I got my fuzzy pink house coat on because, yeah, it's a little chilly when I go out of my room, but it's all good. And Sally says, don't know what's going on, but bodies are not able to handle this cold as well as we used to. I'm still looking at a trip to the Bahamas. Yeah, trust me. Or a trip to our Marietta Stoner who just rolled in. And how is it where you are, Marietta? Or do I even want to know? I might just have to hop on a plane if it's like really, really good there. All right, so let's see what the blog was. Oh, hi, Tammy Fisk. The blog is called, How Are You Dressed Today? Well, I'm dressed in my warm pink fuzzy house coat. How are you dressed today? Eckhart Tolle says, be at least as interested in what goes on inside you as what happens outside. If you get the inside right, the outside will fall into place. For most of my life, I got it backwards. Seeing these words by Eckhart Tolle in black and white, it feels like they need to be on major billboards for the world to see. I know I'm not alone in observing how the world has been, and still is, so obsessed with the outside. Our outer appearance has been the focus of marketing companies for as long as I can remember. We have been body shamed, pressured, enticed, and pretty much every trick imaginable to get us to focus our attention on clothes, makeup, diets, supplements, everything we might possibly need to make ourselves look better on the outside. Where is that same focus on how we, quote, look better on the inside to be the best we can possibly be where it really matters? Dear angels, I believe that if a child is given the tools of self-confidence and self-love at an early age, there is a much better chance that they will continue to focus on developing from the inside out instead of the backward way the world has shown us. Dear ones, when you take care of your inner appearance, it will show up the same on the outer appearance. If there is beauty on the inside, there will definitely be beauty on the outside. It may appear as a glow. It may be the smile you have on your face. It could be a gleam in your eyes. However it appears, it is a result of what you have done to, quote, dress yourself on the inside. When you cloak yourself in the armor of love and positivity, no negative thoughts can enter to dim your appearance. There will always be happenings in the world that will try to draw your focus. There will always be something begging you to turn to a judgmental and criticizing thought. Let us assure you, dear ones, that whatever your focus is, whatever your focus is what your outward appearance will reflect. If you want to focus on the hatred, discrimination, violence that the world wants to show you, those worry lines and the frown on your face will be what the world then sees you cloaked in. Is that what you want the world to know you by? Think about that before you answer. When someone thinks of you or speaks of you, what descriptors will they use? Did you shine a bright light and encourage others to do the same? Or were your words and your attitudes condemning others and full of shouldas? This is not a judgment. It is merely an opportunity for you to look inside of you to see what you dressed yourself in today. We love you no matter what. We see your pure heart inside of you. Are you allowing others in the world to see it also? Or is it well hidden under the barrage of repeating words as you mimic what you are being shown and told of the happenings in the world? We encourage you to be an original, not a copy. What is your message to the world? Dear angels, today I promise to be unapologetically me and shine my light no matter what. You know, I just love this message from the angels. I really loved it last night when they were giving it to me. And I was almost in tears as I was typing in those words because it's so true. We regurgitate everything that we hear. You know, the TV does it all day long. They find a news story, violence usually, hate crimes, whatever, and that's all they play 24 hours a day. And then, you know, I hear people just spewing that. You know, it's like, I have a conversation with you. I want it to be on what we can do to make a difference, not the things that people are doing that are not part of the solution. So that last night, it was very emotional for me to write that, because I know our focus right now is on all the hatred that's going on. And, you know, there were terrible things that happened. I'm not overlooking that. I'm not glossing it over, because there were terrible happenings just in the last few days, and the whole world was shaken by what happened. But we keep regurgitating it. We keep just telling what happened and how bad it was and how horrible it was. And yes, it was. But what's the solution? How going forward can we make changes? And that's what the angels want us to think about. How can we make a difference? How can we glow and shine and help others to see that, you know, there's a better way. There's a better way of living on this planet. We're not here to simply be news broadcasters of all the bad things that are happening in the world. We're here to look at, what can I do? What can I do? And, you know, I used to say that out loud, and I used to think that thought, what can I do? I'm one person, just me. You know, who's going to listen to me? How am I going to affect any change at all in the world? And that was my thought. And so I would keep regurgitating all the bad things that were happening, and all the things that I was going through and yada, yada. That's all anybody heard from me was that news broadcast of what was bad. But all that changed when I realized I do make a difference. I do matter. And so do you. Each one of us matters. The light that we're shining, the words we're saying, the thoughts we're thinking, it all matters. Because either we're a part of the solution or we're a part of the problem. And if we are raising our vibration, that makes us a part of the solution. That makes us that positive energy that brings balance into the world with all of the other things that are going on. And the more of us that can put the positive out there, that balance then will go more toward the positive side. So is any of this making any sense? Because it was a rough night doing this blog and thinking about the things they're saying. And yeah, I've been aware of all the violence, and I'm aware that it's still happening. Violence begets violence. So when there is something that the media grabs onto and they keep putting it in our face, then that brings more violence forward from that. So it's been just a rough few days for a lot of us as we focused on that. Okay, so let me see what's going on here. I saw Marietta telling me how warm it is there. Marietta said it's 73 and sunny here at Heart Harbor. Come on down. Oh boy, don't tempt me, Marietta. I will be right there. Trust me. And Tammy, I'm so glad you're here. Kathy, oh yes, we are all pulling for you today, Tammy Fisk. And like I told you yesterday, only focus on the now moment. Be in the now and just allow yourself to have that beautiful positive energy. Thank you, Pat Moss. Yeah, it's what the angels give every night. They give a message, and they've done it for over a year now. And this one was a toughie because it's like we don't want to look at how we're dressed on the inside. We don't want to look at the fact that we're either showing up, spiffy, or if we are raggedy and pouring out the negativity. And good morning, Joanne Castrillo. And Lena, hi, thank you for being here this morning. And Suzanne says, a start is by not giving energy to negativity or negative people. Yeah, if we don't focus on it, then it's not going to grow. But whatever we focus on expands. And that's the power of mainstream media. The power is they keep putting it out there and people keep watching it. And I'm like, okay, we have choices. And Sally says, I feel this was truly meant for Tony and I to hear. We have fallen privy to someone's dark lies, and they're trying to connect us with a woman who claimed to be a psychic and instead ran a house of ill repute. Men have been coming in for special services from the psychic. Not good in a small town. We're holding our heads high and riding out their storm in our light. Just keep shining that positive, Sally. And you know what I always say, that awareness is the key. So once you're aware of something, you can't unlearn what you've learned. So you're being aware that that's what's happening gives you power. And now you know, so you won't be fooled again. What's that song? I know there's a song, I won't be fooled again. And so that's what I feel for you. Yeah, you can go into it with your eyes wide open instead of what could have been something really dark. So yeah, be grateful. I'm grateful that you found out the truth and that you can deal with it head on now. Mandy May, good morning to you. All right, so let's see what Kuan Yin has to say to all of this. The call of the wild divine. Divine wildness requires openness to all who we are, rather than just the parts that seem proper, appropriate, socially acceptable, controlled, or tamed. Then we gain access to our instincts, our bodily intuition. This is knowing without knowing how you know. Oh, how many times have I said that? Trust what you feel at that deeper level, and then you can respond to those messages with wisdom. Again, Sally, Kuan Yin speaking to you and Tony and to all of us, use your intuition. Just really feel into that gut feeling when it happens and bring in that awareness. You know, people will always show themselves the way they truly are. I've found this out so many times in my life. Yeah, I've been one that was fooled over and over. I thought somebody was honest and legitimate. And, you know, come to find out there was a hidden agenda in there. And, you know, it happens. It happened with me. I had to forgive and move on. And more importantly, move away from that negativity, kind of like what Suzanne said. You know, once we're aware how a person is, what their agenda is, how they treat us behind our back, then we know that we can't be fooled again. We can't be caught up in that kind of energy and that kind of whatever that agenda is all about. And usually it's narcissism. Usually they're doing it for their own benefit, to see how they can manipulate, how they can pull the wool over your eyes and keep you in the dark, you know. But it's happened enough now in my lifetime that, yeah, I might be fooled for a minute, as I was a few years ago, but it always shows itself. Darkness always shows you what it's all about. And I say that with all honesty, that even I have been fooled for a minute. But, you know, the angels are very protective, and they are going to always shine light. They're always going to let you see what's the real deal with people, with situations. And yeah, don't beat yourself up if you've been caught up in somebody's tangled web where they're trying to do something for themselves. It's their agenda. Just know that when you open your eyes, you are beautiful, and you're going to be kept in that light. If you're dressed on the inside, to shine that out into the world. Auntie Jean says, did you ever notice that what you watch on the internet, the material you watch is noted by your computer's memory, so that when you turn it on, you get similar programs? Mine only sends me stories about animals and stories about helping. We are like that. What we watch all the time is what comes forth in our minds and in the energy we are giving out. Be on the right channel and it will be noticed. You know, it is so true, not just on the internet, Jean, but on our phones as well. And if I'm texting somebody or having a conversation with someone and something comes up in that conversation, I get it on my phone. I do. And, you know, in emails especially. So that's why it's so important to pay attention to what you're saying. What are you saying? What are you watching? What are you filling your mind with? Because it will show up. Whatever that is that you're focusing on, it will show up. What if we did an experiment and for one day, all we talked about was positive and good things in the world? What if for one day in our texts that we send out to each other, we send loving, positive thoughts and there are no low vibration words, but everything is filled with love and laughter and gratitude. Wouldn't that be an amazing experiment for light workers across the planet to do? To only watch things that are uplifting and watch, like Jean said, animals and Gaia channel and anything that's going to be positive. On YouTube, there's so much positive information. There's music, there's different channels that are teaching channels. Wouldn't it be great if everybody, all the light workers in the world, everyone that's awake and understands this, would just focus on that for one whole day and see how that turns everything around with that kind of vibration? And Sally says, Tony is focusing on her class in reflexology, and I will be teaching another round of teaching Deep Roots shadow class, and then I'm taking a quantum healing class. Awesome. Yeah, and I think focusing on light, if we even say words, that are part of that darkness, then those words are what media grabs onto. So that's why I use love so much in every conversation I have. I try to put that love energy out there. So whatever our words are, whatever the titles are, whatever anything is that we're putting out, that's what is brought to our attention. So let's put out love for one day. Love, peace, joy, happiness. Let's fill our world, fill our text, fill our thoughts and our minds full of that and see what happens. And Suzanne says we can make a 24-hour good vibration challenge. Let's do it. I'll do it. I'll put it out there. Absolutely. Thank you, Suzanne. I will create that today. And let's do it starting midnight. Or let's do it starting at 8 o'clock on the morning show tomorrow. We'll start a 24-hour challenge of good vibrations. I love this. Annie 7, good morning. Annie said that would be amazing. I don't have cable, a Fire Stick, and watch what I put on YouTube for Grayson. Yeah, as long as we are aware, that's what I was saying. That awareness is power. Sally says, I agree with Jean. Once I started watching videos of animal rescues until they kept getting more and more graphic, until I was in tears when they began popping up everywhere. As an animal empath, that wasn't working. Yeah, I know some of those can be kind of traumatic as well, but focus on love, focus on helping humanity. How can we help each other? So let's do that challenge. Starting tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Eastern time, we will start a 24-hour challenge, and then we'll report the following day on what happened, if you saw a difference, if you felt a difference. And I think you will. I really do. And our Hope Wellington Marshall is here and said, my younger sister, Karina Campbell, who was interviewed by Ruth Anderson several months ago, she sends in the family chat a happy song to raise everyone's vibration every day to counteract the negative effects of the news. I love that. So I'll make a graphic today and put the information about the challenge in it. I see you're in, Suzanne, you're in, Jean. So when I post that, and I'll send it into the messenger as well, if you all will help by sharing that out, that'll help get everybody's attention to know that we're starting it at 8 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. Hope, I think that's like 1 o'clock for you in the afternoon. And let's get this challenge going, a 24-hour good vibration challenge. I love this thought. I love this idea. So we're doing it, you guys. We're going to make a difference. We're going to make an impact in the world just by us showing up in that positive way. And thank you. Thank you for being there. And Sally, you're in. You lost the chat in Messenger. Oh, no. Yeah, we're all still very active in that chat, Sally. Good afternoon or morning, Kathleen Caputo. You are here. And I was just looking to see what's tomorrow is the 31st. Tomorrow, Teri Wilderman and Marbeth Dunn, I think Marbeth, hang on, Sharon Rhea, my bad. Sharon Rhea and Marbeth Dunn are going to be on the P-Pod tomorrow. And we're talking about faith, trust, and confidence in a creator. So that'll be perfect for getting some positive energy out there as well on our day of good vibrations and raising those vibes. And a year in, and Deirdre, you do it every day anyway. Let's share it out tomorrow. I'll make that graphic after the morning show and put it out there for all of us to use to share to your timelines. Share it on anywhere you can, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you're on social media. Just send it out so that people know that we're doing something, and we're doing it starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're doing a good vibration, what we call it, a good vibrations challenge, 24-hour challenge. I love it. Thank you. Thank you all. Julie Kiss, you're in as well. Yay. All right. What a beautiful, beautiful morning together with all of you. And look at what we accomplished. And changed the world. We really are. I feel that. I feel that every day when I'm out on this Peace on Earth tour. I feel there's something good happening. I was invited here where I'm at to teach a vision board class, a live class right here where I'm staying. There's a big community room upstairs. And, you know, there's some things that happen that you just have to be in awe and wonder. So you all know we had the Spirit Quest vision board class on Saturday. And I had just finished, I mean, seriously, just finished the class. And I knew I wanted to run out to Target. There were a few things I wanted before the cold and the snow set in. And as I stopped and paused, put my gloves on before I walked out the door, there was a woman there getting her mail, because right outside the door I'm staying at is the mailroom. And so she struck up a conversation, and, you know, it's a small community that everybody knows everybody, and she didn't know me. So we were talking about who I am and why I'm here and who I'm visiting and what I was doing. And I told her that I just got through teaching a class, and she had been rummaging through some mail. So I didn't really pay attention to what she was doing. And she asked what kind of class. And I said, well, we just did a vision board workshop. And she goes, really? She was rummaging through the mail that people discard if they don't want it. And one of the things they discard are magazines. She was finding magazines to make herself a vision board. Right? Mic drop. Because you seriously cannot make this stuff up. I just finished the class, and here she was finding something so she could make herself a vision board. So she goes, well, why don't you teach us? Why don't you hold a class here and teach us how to do that? People would come. They would be interested in doing that. So I told my friend Sue, who I'm her guest here in the community, and she said, yeah, they probably would. So once we get past the -0 degrees that we're in, I may consider doing that. I'm going to be here for another 11 days or so. So why not? That's what I say. You know, I always, when I'm asked to do something now, it's not a yes or no. It's why not? It's an opportunity to share with people what I'm doing, what the tour is all about, how they can be involved with bringing peace into the world. So I know, it's like I said, you can't make it up. It was so divine when those words came out of her mouth, I was just like that deer in the headlights, like, what? What are you saying right now? You know, and synchronicity at its best. Yeah, absolutely. Mary Creek Coley, good morning to you. Charlie Coons, good morning. Yeah, the angels do plan these things. I know that, Jean Lorio. They have everything all planned out. All I have to do is show up. And it's not just me, you guys. All of us have a divine plan. And when you allow it, you have the synchronicities, such as what happened right after the class. You have the people that say, oh, by the way, I'm going away. I need you, if you are willing, I need you to come babysit my pets and house sit for me. That happened also. You know, we have the retreat coming up in Sedona. And then my friend Sue is going on vacation for a week, and I'll be house sitting back here in Boulder, but it will be much better weather in May. It will be really decent weather by that time, and I can enjoy these mountains that are here. And Suzanne says a peace vision board. Yes, a peace vision board. I can see that as an online thing and have people put visions of peace and how we can bring more peace in. I'm going to be doing some think tanks on how to be more active in bringing peace forward in our world. And I may be coming to New York in March. Haven't got the go-ahead on it yet, but I may be coming to the UN in March for some discussions about peace. So lots of stuff happening, you guys. There is so much happening this year. It's just incredible. And Deirdre says, yes, a peace vision board. Yeah, let's just do it. That's what I say. Why not? Why not do that? Something that's proactive and something that's going to lift all of our vibrations. So for those of you who came in a bit late, thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, this is the most people I have seen on the morning show in a while. Who put the word out? Because I love seeing this. Thank you to everyone that's here. But those of you who came in a little late, we are doing a 24-hour good vibrations challenge starting tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock Eastern. We're going to be only focusing on what's the good vibrations in the world, not all of the regurgitation of the low vibration events and low vibration talk and discussions. Everything that comes out of our mouth, every text, every email, and I know there's work emails that go on that, you have to sometimes have stuff in there that's not real pleasant. But every personal email that you send, every message, every phone call, every conversation, fill it full of good vibrations, fill it full of uplifting energy, not regurgitating what mainstream media wants us to hear, but regurgitating what's happening good in the world. What are people doing that's bringing forth peace, that's bringing love, that's bringing joy in the world? Let's go looking today. Okay, so here's how we can start this. Look today for a good news story. Look for something that's been brought to your awareness of people helping people helping animals, people doing things that are uplifting. On Facebook, I always get the notifications about events that are happening. So let's look for events that are uplifting and that we can put our energy behind. And Auntie Jean said, that would be wonderful. I got to sneeze. Sorry, I feel it coming on. Thank you, angels, for taking care of that sneeze. Jean says, that would be wonderful, a peace vision board. Suzanne, you are sure being insightful. Yes, you are, Suzanne, very creative. And Sally says, we're hoping you'll come back to Michigan in the late spring to summer so we can head up north for the 2 land blessings. Let's put it on that calendar. I definitely want to do that, Sally. Even in April, it can feel like the Arctic weather, too cold to go outside. Let's get it on the calendar, please. Let's get everything scheduled, because I will be here in May, the first part of May, to house sit for Sue, and then I'm headed north. I'm hoping that by then roads will be thawed out and spring will be sprung and I'll see some greenery and new growth, and I'm headed north. So I know I'm supposed to head into Minnesota, I think, Wisconsin or Minnesota, and then head over into Michigan. So Sally, let's do it. Let's do 2 land blessings in the late spring, early summer. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm willing. I'm able. And I don't know if you all saw yesterday's show, the afternoon teas. A lot of you were there. Thank you for being there. I put out an email to the people that have the stupa, the ones that own the land and that keep that up, the one in Sedona. And I asked if we can put a peace pole inside that land in the stupa. And I asked them if they would consider paying for it. If not, we'll pay for it. I'll put money toward it. And if we all put a little bit, then it won't take us at any time at all. We did it before. We put one on Montauk on Long Island. Let's put one in Arizona. That'll be our Western peace pole that the Peas for Peace came together and did. And I'm hoping to hear a positive answer from them. So please lift that up in your prayers. And let's get that peace pole happening so that there's thousands of people that come through there constantly. Sedona is a mecca for people to come to find peace and joy and happiness. And if they visit that stupa every day, there's hundreds and hundreds of people that walk through that stupa area. And let's put a peace pole there for them to see. We already have a brick. You know, our brick is on that pathway to peace in the stupa. So let's add a peace pole to that. Pat was reading about good vibration in the secret book last week. So been practicing. Thank you, Pat Moss. You're way ahead of us. And yeah, let's pull in all the good positive vibrations we can pull in over this next day. And then we'll do that vibration challenge and get more of the world involved in it. Thank you for the blessing. Yeah, I asked the angels to take care of my sneeze. I don't like sneezing, and especially when I'm on the air. So thank you. Sally says we can leave right from work on our last day for the week, and we will have 3 days off to do this. I love it. I love it when a plan comes together. 2 land blessings in Michigan this year, you guys. How awesome will that be? And maybe one in Florida when we do our retreat down there later in the year. It's going to be toward the end of the year. I was talking to my friend Tina, who's very active in Florida and knows a lot of places. So we're hoping to find that spot that we can do the Florida retreat in and perhaps plant a peace pole while we're down there. And Jean says, we did that for our first peace pole. If all contribute a little, whatever we can afford, we will do it. They're not that expensive, you guys. So, you know, if 20 people put in $10, we got it covered. So let's do it. Let's just do it. And whether we can put it inside the stupa area or another place in Sedona, let's just get it done. I'm ready. I'm ready to have that beautiful energy of peace flowing everywhere I go and bringing in more messages of love. And Sally said, sneezes are contagious. Tony followed you in sneezing. Well, bless you, Tony. Okay, Annie 7 says, Mama P, I will tell my friend Rainey highly about the group and what you're doing. And I believe she sent you a friend request. She lives in Sedona. Oh my gosh, I hope she can come to the retreat. Wouldn't that be awesome, Annie, to have her there? And if we can't do the poll at the stupa, maybe she has a place that she's aware of that we can do it. Good morning, Oksana. Good morning. Oh, we got to get to our prayers too. Oksana says, good vibes theme. Yeah, I'm so ready to shift my energy of high vibrations. That is what we're doing. We're issuing a challenge beginning at 8 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. And it's a good 24-hour good vibrations challenge. And yeah, let's get this done. Let's spread that word out far and wide that that's what we're doing. Anyone can hop on board with it and just take that on as your own personal challenge and put it out there on your timelines, challenging people to be in good vibrations, to only think, speak, do that which is going to lift up other people and our world, our nature, everything. So I love that. All right. So Deirdre has her prayers for us, for all humans, for Gaia, for world peace, and for attention to human trafficking. Thank you, Deirdre. Any prayer requests? Oh, Sally, how is your son-in-law doing? Robert, we lifted him up yesterday when we did our prayers. And I every time that I think about our prayer list, I lift up the ones who are just requiring a little more extra attention right now. And he is one of those. So I'm hoping things are going in a better way for him right now. And we're lifting up our Tammy Fisk. Tammy has a job interview today. And so let's all get behind her, wrap our arms of love around her, and let's see this being a really good outcome for the very best and good and highest good for Tammy. And Sally says, what if we have a funny, sarcastic sense of humor? Humor raises the vibration faster than anything. And if people understand your sarcasm, then they laugh with you. I have been around people that I didn't get their sarcasm because it was kind of out there, but that's okay. As long as we're laughing, let's do that. And Hope says, let's see the peace pole sitting in the right place. The stupa Sedona, feel it and see it real. Yes, the Neville Goddard teachings, see it real, feel it real. Know it in your mind's eye, know it in your heart that it happened. Not that it's going to, but it's already a done deal. And Sally says that Robert had a rough Saturday and had to be put fully back under again. They're hoping to start bringing him back again. He had 3 good steps forward yesterday, but he's still under. He's still fighting the machines. He wants to do the breathing for himself, but they don't want him to because of his lungs. I truly have a longer story about this, and it's an amazing one. But yeah, all about that. We are standing vigilant with him. And we certainly are as well, Sally. Our whole family is behind him. And Tammy says, thank you so much. It's at 11 a.m. Eastern today. And so I will definitely be holding you up for a successful interview today, Tammy. All right, any other prayer requests? Put them in and let's get going into lifting up those prayer requests. We have a very long list and there's a lot going on right now that we can be aware of. And let's just lift each other and lift our world. Especially, please remember our United States right now. Another onslaught of violence and the afterward of it. So let's just pour some positive energy into our world and see things moving in a better direction. Prayers for your daughter-in-law, Elise. Thank you, Charles. I know she went back in the hospital, so let's lift her up. Auntie Jean says, is anyone who went to the vision board workshop making a vision board? I'm learning so much making mine. I'd taken out all my colors and glue, so I decided to go ahead and make it. I've got mine right beside of me, Jean, and I'm going to be finishing it today. And can't wait to show you all what turns up on my vision board. Suzanne, you'll be working on yours. Do y'all want to, if you want to jump on Zoom for a follow-up and share your vision boards after you make them, we can set that up. Suzanne, Jean, anyone else who was in that vision board workshop, if you want to share what came forth after the workshop, maybe after you watched the video and went over the material that I sent you, let's do that. And Suzanne's, yeah, you're working on yours. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Just breathe love right into your heart. Love is the energy that heals. So take in a deep, deep breath of love. We're going to do 3 breaths. Everyone pulling in more and more love into your heart and releasing that love when you do the out breath. On your second breath, add compassion in there. There's a lot going on that we can show compassion for in the world. So breathe in love, compassion. Let that be what covers you. Let it be what your heart feels and recognizes. The heart is our home. It's home to our beautiful spirit, which is what we are. And then breathe love and compassion out. Breathing it over the prayers, over the people in the world who are struggling and being challenged. And then the last deep breath in, add in joy, laughter, whatever will lift that vibration as high as it will go. So breathe it deep into your lungs. Let it fill you completely. And since love is what heals, let it heal anything going on inside of you. Any place inside that's a little dense, that needs the light to break through, just allow. Allow that light to come in. And as your light glows even brighter, shine that light out to the world with your out breath. Break through any of those barriers. Anytime that negative tries to start coming through, turn that around, pivot toward the light, and let the light say, not today. Today, I'm staying in my high vibration, and I'm sending love out to all who will receive, everyone who will open their hearts and let love in. That feels so good. Let's send it now deep into Gaia, deep into the core of our Mother Earth. Just send an I love you to Mama Gaia right now. And then Gaia takes that energy, even if it's frozen, even though some of the earth right now is so deeply frozen that love can blast through. So let it go deep to the core of Gaia and let it come back up into the hearts of everyone on the planet, all the animals, all of nature, the waterways, the air that we breathe. Just let's fill it full of love and full of gratitude. Make sure you reach out to someone today and say, I love you. Thank you. I'm so grateful for you. Let's just give honor to the Creator, honor to the Divine Mother, Christ, the Masters, the angels. Just hold love in your heart. And now let's love each other, our divine soul family. Nothing but love. And as I like to always say, only love and light is welcome here. And that's what we're going to do for 24 hours tomorrow. Only welcome in love and light into our worlds. And we're going to put out a wave that's going far and wide. So let's do that right now on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so immensely. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your love. Thank you for being here today. How about a little bit of Leo? And Suzanne says, talk about high vibrations. The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. The whole area here is humming with high vibrations. How awesome is that? Well, hello, Dixie Cunningham. Thank you for coming in this morning. We had such a beautiful, amazing family gathering today. We still have 21 people on. How amazing is that? And so let's get to Leo and let him lift us up and take us out of here. What do you say, Leo? Or Lizos, as our doggies, Pocky and Gruff, refer to him. Let me get him here. Here we go.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on peace for peace, on a mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Waiting on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup of full of joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup of full of joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup of full of joy. Give me a cup of full of. Give me a cup of full of joy. Give me a cup of full of. Full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the choice is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup of full of joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup of full of joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup of full of joy. Give me a cup of full of. Give me a cup of full of joy. Give me a cup of full of. Give me a cup of full of joy. Give me a cup of full of. Give me a cup of full of joy. Give me a cup of full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning cup of full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup of full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup of joy. Give me a cup of joy. JoY. Give me a Cuppa, JoY.
Woo! Thank you, Lizos. Thank you, everybody who came in today. Love you so much. Stay in your hearts. Stay blessed. And don't forget to think positive today. Go find something very, very, very positive that you can start sharing it out tomorrow. If you want to share it today, great. But tomorrow, we're all going to get behind this 24-hour challenge of only positive energy and sending that out to the world. I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for a beautiful time together this morning. And namaste, y'all. I will see you later and enjoy the rest of your day.